All right. So today I'm going to talk about the oil of the week, which is stress away. Stress away, it does stress away. It take away stress. But it's not just because of that. There are 6 oils in this bottle that has made the world of difference for myself and for many people in the Young Living Essential Oils world. This is a special blend that Young Living put together. So let's digest and open up to see why this oil has these 6 ingredients and why it makes a big change in many of our lives. The first ingredient that I want to talk about is lime. Now, first of all, let's talk about stress. Before we talk about lime, let's talk about stress. Why are we stressed? Because we have overloaded ourselves. We don't know how to say no. We kind of created a little bracket over our head, and we think that this is how we live our life. Maybe because this is how you get favor from the people whom you want love from, you get approval from them, or maybe because that's how you feel as your responsibility. Let's say if you're a mom, that you spend most of your time driving around, sending your kids to ballet, to hockey, to this and that, because you feel this is your obligation. Maybe because you have a lot of pent up emotions that you're not able to release it, you're not able to talk about it. And maybe you're just A-type. I used to be very stressed out because I'm A-type, because everything has to be perfect. Okay, if my hair, I would never show up with my hair like that. Oh my gosh, it's recorded too, right? Everything has to be picture perfect before you approve of yourself. So you're very harsh on yourself. And maybe because you have a lot of emotions up and down, and maybe you have a lot of emptiness in your life, and stress has overtaken you. So now let's talk about the oils that's in it. The first oil that I want to talk about is lime. This is more, I'm going to tell you right now, stress is very much connected to our physical running around, but it's also very much connected to emotional. That why did you allow yourself to come to a place where you're stretched and why you're stressed? So lime is the oil of zest of life. A lot of people have come to a place where they shut down. They are in that meh, I don't care. If it fits my liking, I will show up. If it doesn't, nah, there's no more zest of life. And that is deeply connected to the heart space, because you come to a point where your heart has no more space for other people or yourself. You are just in an auto, keep everything calm, keep everything in place, keep everything in the box. Don't bother me, I don't bother you. But you know what? Life should be full of zest. You should be like, wow, look at this chocolate, like enjoy it. And you embrace the people around you. But we have been hurt so much by people around us. We protect our heart so guarded that you don't even want to share your heart with anyone. Lime oil is the oil of zest for life. As I mentioned, oil have really tiny molecule and they are oil soluble. So what it does is it goes into our cellular level, and the constituent in these oils work through some of these deep-seated emotion that are seated in our cellular level. They actually are in our DNA level. So then over time, if they are not dealt with, they become who we are, and they lodge into different parts of our organs, and it can lodge into our DNA and pass on to the next generations. So we do really want to use these oils. So lime oils support you to your heart space, to love again, to have the space for excitement, for zest of life. Now, cedarwood is the oil of community. This is very deep because over the last 4 years, the sense of community really has been stripped away from many of us. And like me, if you're like me, at one point, I really just want to go live in a cave and talk to nobody and face nobody, because we kind of just gave up. We just kind of, you have no more energy to deal with someone else's shit. Sorry, it's recorded. You have no more energy to deal with another person. You just want to be by yourself. But humans are not made that way. We are supposed to be in a community. It's like a pack of wolves, a pack of dogs, or we are not made to be loner. So why do you want to go against nature to try to live by yourself? You know, I love the movie by Tom Hanks. What's the name of that movie that he was stranded? He was a UPS um guy. He was in the island, Outcast, or what's that called? Do you remember the name? He was in the island for I don't know how long, and he has a basketball named Wilson. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, you guys are not as old as I am. But anyways, it's a cool movie. When I was younger, I loved that. He was alone in that island. He was so alone. And when the plane crashed, there was a basketball. So he actually drew a face on the basketball, and the basketball is Wilson brand. So he called him Wilson. He started talking to the ball. And if you read some of the books that people have been in confinement in the prison, I read this particular book. I don't even remember the name now. And he was so alone. He was almost going crazy in his brain. And he actually started talking to the ants that was in the prison cell. Humans are not made to be alone. We're not made to be not exposed to sunlight and not talk to a human. But the last few years and the craziness in our world, how many of you have lost the zest of life and lost the sense of community? That you almost don't want to see anyone anymore? Who are with me? Or it's just
Me, me.
me? Who is me?
It's
Somebody.
vibrant.
Oh, Rose. Oh, Rose is from Hong Kong. Hi, Rose. I didn't know you're here. Right? So
I was here.
cedarwood has this beautiful way. It's called the oil of community that draws you back to who you were created for. That you are created for good, healthy relationship. So I'm so glad that as Pure Senses is where kindness meets wellness, that as a community, we can have this, this love again. Now, lavender is called the oil of communication. Big, big words. A lot of people have thyroid problem. You know why? You can't even express what you feel anymore because you couldn't analyze what you feel. Lavender is emotional connection, is the oil of communication. I don't mean that you put lavender, you become talkative. It's not like that. Lavender calms your brain and it help you to find the words and organize the alphabets and the words in your head, that you are able to be calm and secure and feel safe enough that you are able to communicate. Now, cobaiba helps with relieving any issues that is pressing you down and calming. There is a word that starts with A that is not compliant, but you can imagine what that is, that you go like crazy and you don't want to face people. You just have so much, ooh, you can't handle things. Cobaiba calms you down and help you with this kind of environment. Vanilla. Young Living has vanilla. You know, it's very expensive to get vanilla, and it's not too expensive to buy from Young Living, but to produce it, to distill it is very expensive. There is a constituent in vanilla that through the vanilloid in vanilla, it helps the receptor sites in the brain where the sadness in the brain will be uplifted. So if someone is prone to sadness, staying in the cave, not willing to communicate, lost the zest of life, you use vanilla. It helps you in so many levels. And a lot of times we are so lack of nutrient, emotional nutrient. We almost need to have something in our mouth at all times. We need to have chips. We need to eat something. We need to drink. You need to have a cigarette. You need to have something in your mouth because you are so empty on the inside. So with this constituent that helps with the receptors in the brain, it sends signals to help your brain to feel happy. So that is the vanilla in Stress Away. As far as Ocotea, as many of you know, I use a lot of Ocotea. And I honestly think that Ocotea did not just help me with my glucose level in my personal life. Ocotea also helped me to come to a place where I feel a sense of fullness, that I don't feel a need. I am not needy. I do not need you to baby me. I feel full in my heart and in my stomach too. I don't have to eat all the time. So this combination have a very special synergy that Young Living has very carefully distilled them together, and they check the frequency, and these oils combine is called Stress Away. How do you use it? I would suggest that you put a roller ball on and you roll it on your neck, you roll it on your forehead, along your hand, your arms here, your groin, your spine, on right from the groin all the way down to the inside of the ankle, or the bottom of your feet. Roll it back up on the outside, like the sciatica nerves. Roll it everywhere. You know what is best? Take a bath with it. Just soak yourself in it. I have used up so many bottles of Stress Away because I was such a hermit and I didn't like people. I hated being with people, but it really helped me now to be grounded and able to love on people, able to bring this kindness into the wellness community. And when we are able to do this, you are surrounding yourself with love, with kindness. Your heart is full. You're with like-minded people. You're able to express yourself in a very gentle way. You're calm. You're not hyper. You're not needy. You're not clingy. You are just full of love and kindness. You will be someone that people love to be with. So start with Stress Away and enjoy this oil. I'm going to stop the recording and we'll continue the Zoom. Don't really know how to stop it.